Xiaomi just launched the Mi A2 at the 17K mark in India. Now, this is a phone that we've had huge expectations from with regards to the cameras. Just a few days before that, Honor launched this phone, the Honor Play, with flagship internals under the 20K mark. Now, with this phone, we don't really have huge expectations from the cameras. That said, given how close these two are priced, I'm sure a lot of you guys are interested to see how they compete. So here we are, a full comparison of the cameras on the Mi A2 with the ones on the Honor Play. Hey guys, Ash here from C4E Tech, Car 2 Monthly Giveaway. There's a link in the description as well. And while you're down there, hit that bell icon, become part of our notification squad, and let's now get started. Before we start, a quick refresher of the hardware we are dealing with. Both phones have dual camera setups to the back. The Mi A2 has a 12 megapixel Sony IMX486 primary combined with a 20 megapixel Sony IMX376, both paired with f1.75 lenses. The Honor Play, on the other hand, has a primary 16 megapixel f2.2 coupled with a 2 megapixel depth sensor and a good light. Both phones perform well. The Mi A2 does have an edge with a few things. First, detail. When you zoom in here, you can see a bit of over-sharpening on the image shot with the Honor Play. Another area where the Mi A2 does better is with regards to dynamic range. The Honor Play does have a trick up its sleeve in the form of AI. With the AI mode on, as you can see, the dynamic range is improved, the image is brighter. Even now though, when you zoom in, you can see that the Mi A2 does better. Like, there's similar level of detail in the sky, as in the highlights are similar, but the A2 does capture better detail from the shadows. There, look at the trees. Here's another example. Even here, the A2 performs a little better with detail and dynamic range. Sometimes the AI does overdo it, like in this instance where it's brightened the image a lot more than what it actually was. So when we zoom in, we see a bit of software sharpening on the leaves here and there with the image shot by the Honor Play. But it's not always the case. Like here in this instance, AI boosts saturation, yes, but the image does manage to look more pleasing. The Mi A2 still has better detail. Here's another example. It's also worth mentioning that the A2 has better depth of field or bokeh due to the wider f1.75 lens used compared to f2.2 on the Honor Play. Talking about bokeh, both these phones have support for a portrait mode, and surprisingly the Honor Play does perform better here, crisper images, better colors. Next, let's move on to low light, and here's where the wider aperture of the Mi A2 along with the pixel binning provided by its secondary sensor come into play. The A2 just shines, the shots are brighter, they have more detail, even the noise levels are low as you can see here. The images shot by the A2 are just better. Xiaomi's superior optics ensure that the Mi A2 wins low light. As far as video goes, both phones can shoot 4K at 30 FPS, they are close on detail, but the A2 edges ahead thanks to superior dynamic range. Note that neither phone has OIS or supports EIS at 4K 30. As for selfies, there's a portrait mode implementation on both and it's close. The A2 does look cleaner, but the Honor Play does seem to handle edge deduction better. So guys, maybe you agree with what I've said so far in this video, maybe you disagree. Let's put it to a test. Before we close, let's actually run a little blind test. For the next 5 images, I'm not gonna say anything. Just leave the images on screen for a few seconds before showing you what's what. So let's see how many you get right. Let's see if you pick the right phone. So how many did you get right? What did you end up liking more? Let me know in the comments below. So guys, to be honest, given that Honor has used the flagship chip in the Honor Play and still managed to price it under 20k, I expected a potato camera on it, a very mediocre camera on it. But I'm pleasantly surprised to see how well it's held up. Don't get me wrong, the Mi A2 is still definitely stronger. The hardware is just flat out better. But for the most part, Honor software has kept the Honor Play in the running. But like I said, overall the A2 does have an edge, especially when pushed, for example, under low light. So there you go, my 2 cents on the Honor Play versus the Mi A2, the cameras at least. Do you want to see a full comparison between these two? And what's your pick between these two phones? Let me know in the comments below. And now it's time I bid you adieu. If you hated this video, you know what to do. But if you did like it, go ahead, give this video a big huge thumbs up, subscribe and turn on notifications by clicking that bell icon. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4E Tech and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye bye.